Hello and welcome. Today we shall look at Deputy Director, Promotion Aptitude Test Questions and Answers, August 21st, 2024. Section A, Multiple Choice Questions and Answers. 1. The Act number assigned to Ghana's education regulatory bodies is A. 1024, B. 1023, C. 744, D. 545. Answer B. 1023. 2. Per the Ghana Education Service Regulatory Bodies Act 2020, how many bodies does the Ministry of Education have? A. 7, B. 6, C. 5, D. 4. Answer C. 5. 3. Ghana's Education Strategic Plan, ESP, 2018-2030 was built access and equity, quality, relevance, efficiency and effectiveness was based on A. Sustainability, B. Dependability, C. Collaboration, D. Accountability. Answer D. Accountability. 4. The Ghana Education Service (GS) Council is composed of A. 12, B. 10, C. 14, D. 15. Answer A. 12. 5. Which of the following statements best illustrates adaptive way of teaching a lesson? A. The teacher uses multiple ways of presentation. B. The teacher always uses games to introduce the lesson. C. Only summative assessment is used to access least number of learners. D. All leaders are given the opportunity to participate in the lesson. Answer D. All leaders are given the opportunity to participate in the lesson. 6. What involves taking responsibility for an individual's own actions, making sure that they have been asked to perform and always putting the interests and needs of the individuals they are supporting first. A. Supervision and instruction. B. Equity and equality. C. Assessment and supervision. D. Accountability and quality. Answer D. Accountability and quality. 7. When was the Ghana Education Service established? A. 1957, B. 1958, C. 1962, D. 1974. Answer D. 1974. 8. The tenure of office of members of the GS Council is A. 5 years, B. 4 years, C. 3 years, D. 2 years. Answer B. 4 years. 9. Which of the following is not a core subject in the Ghanaian education curriculum? A. Mathematics, B. Physical education, C. Science, D. Social studies. Answer B. Physical education. 10. What is the legal age range for students in junior high school in Ghana? A. 12 to 14, B. 14 to 17, C. 16 to 14, D. 6 to 14. Answer A. 12 to 14. 11. Which of the following is not effective in managing a classroom at the foundational level? A. Let learners help in establishing classroom rules. B. Model acceptable behavior. C. Praise good behavior. D. Punish the whole class when they misbehave. Answer D. Punish the whole class when they misbehave. 12. Which of the following is an example of proactive classroom management? A. Ignoring disruptive behavior. B. Implementing a behavior plan based on students' individual needs. C. Reacting impulsively to student misbehavior. D. Waiting until a behavior problem arises before addressing it. Answer B. Implementing a behavior plan based on students' individual needs. 13. Which of the following is an example of preventive classroom management strategy? A. Establishing a classroom routine and schedule. B. Ignoring disruptive behavior in the classroom. C. Implementing harsh consequences for infractions. D. Sending a student to the principal's office for misbehavior. Answer A. Establishing a classroom routine and schedule. 14. Which of the following is an example of a positive reinforcement strategy in classroom management? A. Giving a student a sticker for completing their work on time. B. Ignoring minor disruptive behavior in the classroom. C. Taking away recess time for misbehavior. D. Yelling at a student for taking out of turn. Answer A. Giving a student a sticker for completing their work on time. 15. Which of the following is an example of a restorative practice in classroom management? A. Discussing the impact of a student's behavior with class. B. Ignoring disruptive behavior in the classroom. C. Implementing harsh consequences for infractions. D. Suspending a student for fighting with peer. Answer A. Discussing the impact of a student's behavior with class. Read the passage below and use it to answer questions 16 to 20. Mrs. Amamensa, An experienced teacher has recently been appointed as the head of a senior high school. The school, while better equipped than most, still faces significant challenges to the high student-to-teacher ratio and the integration of new technology-integrated curriculum. Mrs. Mensah is particularly focused on implementing a district-wide initiative aimed at integrating ICT, information communication technology, into all aspects of the curriculum to enhance learning outcomes and prepare students for a digital world. How she encounters resistance from veteran teachers who are less familiar with technology as well as from parents concerned about too much screen time. To address these challenges, Mrs. Mensah organizes professional development World ICT workshops for teachers and also initiates community engagement sessions with parents on the basis of ICT in education and how it can be balanced with traditional learning methods. 16. Which of the following best describes the challenges that Mrs. Mensah faces from veteran teachers and concerns from parents in integrating ICT? A. Cultural and habitual inertia. B. Financial constraints. C. Lack of government support. D. Technological inadequacy. Answer: A. Cultural and habitual inertia. 17. What underlying strategy is reflected in Mrs. Mensah's approach to organizing professional development workshops for teachers? A. Authoritarian enforcement. B. Capacity building and empowerment. C. Compliance and monitoring. D. Penalizing non-compliance. Answer: B. Capacity building and empowerment. 18. To address the challenges Mrs. Mensah faced, what strategy did she adopt? A. Lack of government support. B. Compliance and monitoring. C. Organizes professional development workshops. D. Penalizing non-compliance. Answer: C. Organizes professional development workshops. 19. The teacher licensing arrangement in Ghana comes with the following benefit except: A. Eliminate poor performing teachers. B. Eliminate poor teachers. C. Enhance discipline among teachers. D. Make teaching a professional activity. Answer: B. Eliminate poor teachers. 20. What did Mrs. Mensah wants to focus on? A. Penalizing teachers for non-compliance. B. Financial constraints. C. Authoritarian enforcement. D. Implementing a district-wide initiative aimed at integrating ICT, information and communication technology, into all aspects of the curriculum. Answer: D. Implementing a district-wide initiative aimed at integrating ICT, information and communication technology, into all aspects of the curriculum. 21. The call for a universal learning design and friendly environment for Ghana's education system can be likened to: A. Child protection. B. Inclusive education. C. Lifelong learning. D. The free SHS policy. Answer: B. Inclusive education. 22. How many ranks do we have in the GS, Ghana Education Service? A. 6. B. 8. C. 12. D. 13. Answer: D. 13. 23. How many directorates does Ghana's Ministry of Education have? A. 6. B. 7. C. 8. D. 9. Answer: D. 9. 24. Sector ministries are required by the law to establish a ministerial advisory board to advise the ministry on various relevant issues. Which of the following is not required to be in the advisory board of Ghana's Ministry of Education? A. Chairman of the Ghana Education Service (GS) Council. B. Director General of Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. C. Director General of Ghana Education Service. D. Representative of the Ghana National Campaign. Answer: C. Director General of Ghana Education Service. 25. All the following are role expectation of teacher associations, except: A. Control of the behavior of the members. B. Organize in the service training. C. Participate in member activities. D. Seek the interest of management. Answer: D. Seek the interest of management. 26. The Education Regulations Body Act 2020, Act 1023, established the National Schools Inspectorate Authority with three main responsibilities. Which one of the following is no among these responsibilities? A. Develop school curriculum. B. Enforce school standards. C. Evaluate schools. D. Inspect schools. Answer: A. Develop school curriculum. 27. The main goal of a school education is to develop: A. Knowledge, relationship, and skills. B. Needs, behavior, and skills. C. Skills, attitude, and knowledge. D. Skills, behavior, and attitude. Answer A. Knowledge, relationship, and skills. 28. The main function of an educational system is A. Mold aspiration, B. Mold character, C. Mold desires, D. Mold society. Answer B. Mold character. 29. According to the choice theory, the teacher's attitude towards learning is motivated by A. Belongingness, power, freedom, and fun, B. Love, power, fun, and observation, C. Power, intelligence, skills, and observation, D. Skills, knowledge, duty, and love. Answer A. Belongingness, power, freedom, and fun. 30. Current theories of classroom management see the teacher as A. Dictator, B. Director, C. Guide, D. Leader. Answer D. Leader. 31. Which one of the following is not a classification of filling files? A. Systematic classification, B. Numerical classification, C. Chronological classification, D. Alphabetical classification. Answer A. Systematic classification. 32. The geographical classification of filling files are arranged in A. Number, B. Location, C. Letter, D. Content. Answer B. Location. 33. Initial letters written in formal language to communication in solution to answer is referred to as A. Minutes, B. Memos, C. Invoice, D. Correspondence. Answer B. Memos. 34. Which of the following in Ghana has the objectives of equitable educational opportunity and the prioritization of the disadvantaged in the society? A. Disability law, B. Inclusive education system, C. Right to education, D. Special education provision. Answer B. Inclusive education system. 35. Standardized tests are used to 1. Evaluate a learner's understanding and knowledge. 2. Evaluate admissions potential for a learner. 3. Assess language and technical skills proficiency. 4. Assess aptitude for a career in the armed forces. A. 1, 2, 3, and 4. B. 1, 2, and 3. C. 1 and 4. D. 1 and 3. Answer B. 1, 2, and 3. 36. A school head is about to take leadership of a low-performing school. One of the school head's first goal will be to evaluate teacher quality in the school. The school head can best begin the process by A. Arranging to observe, B. Comparing students' grades in each subject area across classrooms, C. Having each teacher complete a teaching self-evaluation, D. Interviewing each teacher about his or her teaching practices. Answer B. Comparing students' grades in each subject area across classrooms. 37. Which of the following purposes of assessment is often associated with letter grade or number? A. Assessment as learning, B. Assessment for learning, C. Assessment from learning, D. Assessment of learning. Answer D. Assessment of learning. 38. The process through which trees absorb carbon dioxide and oxygen to aid breathing is known as A. Purification, B. Photosynthesis, C. Oxidation, D. Foliage. Answer B. Photosynthesis. 39. Which one of the following is not classified as one of the antisocial element of societies in contemporary terms? A. Pickpocketing, B. Mental illness, C. Drug sniffing, D. Child prostitution. Answer B. Mental illness. 40. The Ghana Education Service (GS) approved age for voluntary retirement is at what age? A. 48 and 60 years, B. 45 and 60 years, C. 44 and 60 years, D. 40 and 60 years. Answer B. 45 and 60 years. Section B. True or false? Answer all questions in this section by identifying whether the statement provided is true or false. Circle the letter that corresponds to the correct or best option on your question paper. 41. The Ghana Ministry of Education oversees all levels of education in the country. A. True, B. False. Answer A. True. 42. The Ghana Education Service is separate from the Ministry of Education and is responsible for implementing educational policies and programs. A. True, B. False. Answer A. True. 43. The Ghana Ministry of Education primarily focuses on higher education institutions such as universities and colleges of education. A. True, B. False. Answer B. False. 44. The Ghana Education Service is responsible for developing and implementing pre-tertiary school curriculum in Ghana. A. True, B. False. Answer A. True. 45. The Ghana Education Service recruits and trains teachers in all public school. A. True, B. False. Answer A. True. 46. The Ghana Ministry of Education is responsible for providing financial assistance to needy students through scholarship programs. A. True. B. False. Answer A. True. 47. Effective classroom management only addresses negative behavior and consequences of the problem. A. True. B. False. Answer B. False. 48. Restorative justice practices in schools focus on punishment and exclusion of students who misbehave. C. True. D. False. Answer B. False. 49. Proactive classroom management strategies focus on preventing behavior problems rather than reacting to them. C. True. D. False. Answer A. True. 50. A teacher's ability to effectively manage a classroom is largely determined by their personality traits and cannot be developed through training and professional development. A. True. B. False. Answer B. False. 51. Proactive classroom management strategies focus on preventing behavior problems rather than reacting to them. A. True. B. False. Answer A. True. 52. Time management is not a critical skill for professional working in an office setting. What is critical is personal development and motivation. A. True. B. False. Answer B. False. 53. Using personal email for work-related communication is acceptable in some situations in the workplace. A. True. B. False. Answer A. True. 54. Using social media during work hours is acceptable as long as it does not interfere with productivity. A. True. B. False. Answer A. True. 55. In Ghana, teachers must have a minimum of a bachelor's degree in education to teach at the primary level. A. True. B. False. Answer B. False. 56. Digital literacy is only important for students pursuing careers in technology. A. True. B. False. Answer B. False. 57. Inclusivity should be limited to extracurricular activities, not academic subjects. A. True. B. False. Answer B. False. 58. The Ghanaian education system has recently heavily influenced by the Western educational models and philosophies such as the Latin American models. A. True. B. False. Answer B. False. Section C. Answer all questions in this section by filling in the space provided on your question paper with the correct or best answer. 59. The main role of the education sector analysis, ESA, is to highlight both the strengths and weakness of a country's education system, providing a comprehensive and objective assessment of overall performance. 60. The 4 key factors to be considered for effective classroom management are: answer 1. Establishing clear expectations. 2. Creating a positive learning environment. 3. Active supervision and monitoring. 4. Encouraging students' responsibility and participation. 61. A key component of classroom management is creating a positive and learning environment. 62. SWOT stands for strengths, weakness, opportunities and threats. 63. The purpose of the Ghanaian National Assessment, NEA, is to evaluate the effectiveness of education system and identify areas of strength and weakness in student performance. 64. A school environment that supports cultural, social, and linguistic diversity can lead to better educational outcomes for all students. 65. Professional development for educators is essential for the effective integration of information and communication technologies, ICTs, or educational technologies in teaching. 66. One benefit of decentralization in education is increased local autonomy and decision-making. 67. Gallup stands for Ghana. Accountability for Learning Outcomes Project. 68. NELI stands for National Education Leadership Institute. 69. A dash indicates how funds will be obtained and utilized in a given period. Budget. 70. The practice of delegation power throughout an education system is known as delegation, decentralization. Thanks for watching and do subscribe and see you in the next video. Cheers!